Good evening, everyone. It is 11:51. Today is Saturday, September 15th, 2018. It is night. The day has ended. The workday, the entire day of Saturday is behind us. Before we lay down, though, and prepare to sleep, I'd like for all of us to just sort of sit down for a bit and have a discussion. I will not lie, today is going to be probably one of the more controversial discussions we're going to have. But I feel it's one we can have. So, tonight's discussion topic is on the gods of America. And by that I mean the gods who were in the hearts, who inspired and possessed the founding fathers who wrote the Constitution, and guided their hands and actions as they wrote the country's founding document. Now, though it was written by them with the specific names of the gods in place, it was still written that through them, through these specific gods chosen, freedom could be done for all, that all were not forced to obey those beliefs. And I have written down something I sort of wrote for it up on the screen. And I'm going to sort of just read off a bit of it and add some extra stuff. What caused this conversation was a discussion that quickly grew very aggressive and violent and rude to myself and their person. The other person being very disrespectful when I tried to explain things peacefully in my beliefs. Because let me also amend with, this is a lot my belief of how things are. I feel it explains a lot, and it truly shows what the intentions were as someone who works with the spirits and speaks with them. The United States was a pagan nation originally when it was founded and written with the Constitution. And let us sort of start. This specifically is going to focus on the preamble, which must be read before which was written and read before anything else of the Constitution. Pretty much a direct prayer to start before any binding statements for the country itself, for the government, for the governing officials had to focus on, and one that people who swear to serve have to swear to uphold the Constitution, including the preamble. So it is a verification by those who will serve the country that they serve these direct statements of the gods, these vows to the gods almost. We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union. Right there, union literally is another way of describing a circle, a temple, a united front. Order, of course, is the literal statement of in order to, or as ordered, as we are ordered, or as ordered upon us, as the law dictates, the law of the spirits, the law of the gods. Pretty much to set the binding, to create this. We the people, all of us the people of the United States. So in another way you could look at it as, we the people of the United States, charged by the gods to form, in response to the laws of the gods, to form a more perfect united nation, united circle of our country. Establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility. The capitalization of both tranquility and justice fit the proper names set up. Those are literally statements right there saying two names of two gods. Justice, or Justitia, who I have many times before spoken of and have prayers of. I have an entire rosary devoted to Justitia, as well as to Eleutheria. I myself don't have really much to the other two gods who are called upon in this, but those two specifically I do. But it's just the saying to say establish means, in order, as ordered by the gods to create a more perfectly united circle of our country, a temple of America. We establish justice. We place justice, or Justitia, where she belongs in this nation's government. At the beginning, we directly call on her, invoking her, placing her presence. By ensuring, for the second part, as I put here, means to bring certainly a presence, as in we, by ensuring domestic tranquility, we ensure upon the country the presence, or we make certain the presence of Tranquilitas, another of the Roman goddesses. Roman goddess of stability, of security, of peace, versus Justitia, who is the law, fairness, equality. So, in order, or as charged by the gods, or in response, or by the laws of the gods, to form a more perfect, united circle of our and temple of our country, we place justice first, Justitia. We ensure, and we not sure, but we make sure in the presence of Tranquilitas. So we ensure that justice is there, that stability, security, peace, tranquility is there in the home. Okay? We provide for the common defense. As in, we protect each other, we unite together, we help each other. The common defense is not just a defense against foreign enemies, domestic enemies. It's defense for each other against each other. Defense ensuring that all of us can truly be ourselves, can have true love. We promote the general welfare. Promote literally meaning we raise up and call upon to place on a pedestal the general welfare, as in general being in general, the all-around welfare, the welfare for all, the welfare for all things, which is fitting to Salus. Effectively, the third god, or the third goddess, placed by the country. So, the Constitution preamble at this point is literally saying, by the laws of the gods, to form a more perfect, united circle of our country, of our governing people, we place Justitia, justice, at the top. We make sure the presence, and make certain the presence of Tranquilitas. Of Tranquilitas around. We provide for each other's common defense and protection and unity. And we promote or push, empower Salus. So at that point, there is a trinity of gods right there for America. All three of which we stand to provide the common defense both for and with, as they watch over us. And by the three of them watching over us, they secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Liberty is libertas, Eleutheria, the one who ensured that there were no slaves, that there was equality, the one that ensures the world works together. So, effectively, what it's saying is, heading or above the Trinity, effectively, of the United States, say it's libertas or Eleutheria, liberty, freedom. She sits above all else, and by us establishing justice in the country, by us making certain the presence of tranquility and stability, by us providing the common defense for our people and ourselves, and for us promoting and empowering generosity, love, welfare, through love, stability, or peace, and justice or fairness, freedom, the blessings of the goddess of freedom, Eleutheria, are ensured upon our world. Or, as we call them in America, ironically, we only two are ever mentioned, but there could be mentioned all three. Lady Justice, Lady Liberty, Lady Tranquility, Lady Welfare. Or Lady, since unfortunately welfare has such a negative connotation to it, Lady Love, Lady Compassion. But in my personal opinion, those represent the gods of America. Our country was founded, its preamble was written, in my personal interpretation, as a direct prayer of invocation, charging or declaring that by the laws of the gods we will gather together and call upon those gods that will govern and protect the country. That by us uniting together, we are able to make certain the gods' blessings and power. And as we are divided amongst excuse me. And as we are divided amongst ourselves, fighting amongst ourselves in conflict as is today, in today's world, the blessings of the gods are starting to wane. There is less equality and fairness. There is less, tranquility, peace, stability. There is less love and compassion. And because there's less of those three, freedom and liberty have fallen. But they can return. They can return truly by us uniting together once more. And I'm not trying to say in the sense of, I'll just go to bluntly put this, that the Protestant community I speak with have said before. I've known many of the Protestant community that will go on about, oh, we need to march to Washington with our guns and declare war. Make it clear that if they do this, we will kill them, etc. That will never promote unity. Because the unity that is being lost by division is not won by an actual enemy, but it's one of ideals. And fear will never fix that, only love. We need to be willing to step forth and learn to work together again. Have a common target that all of us can prosper together with. Someday it will happen, I'm sure. It will always, even if the gods themselves of America have to appear, Lady Tranquility, Lady Liberty, Lady Justice, Lady Welfare, Lady Love. Even if they have to show themselves, they will. But if they don't, they won't. But that's just a bit of a small rant. I'm sorry about that. It's just, in light of a lot of things, people trying to legitimately tell me that the entire Constitution was written solely for the Christian or Protestant God, or that someone tried to mockingly say in my face, well, it's probably just the Hindu gods, just in a way to mock me because I said my belief. It came up in a discussion. My belief is my own. I respect those who have a different one. But I will act my life and stand in my life anticipating the ideal that as I walk, Lady Liberty, Lady Tranquility, Lady Justice, Lady Welfare are all there watching over me. 3 are watching to secure the 4th's power. And I will walk in their gaze, do my best to bring about fairness, compassion, and stability and peace. And I hope others of you will as well. Whether it's to your own versions of the American gods or anything else. But I'm getting tired, so I may go sleep. Have a nice night, my friends. I shall see you in the morning for the meditation.